at school that beat the fuck out of us 52-0.
Back when you played?
What was it those years where we were just fucking garbage? Is it because the players sucked or the coaches?
Perfect. I've never been able to find that picture,
Yeah, one
bro.
touchdown all year, I was hurt.
Yeah,
So
that was because of you for sure.
It wasn't
Yeah. They weren't victorious because you weren't playing.
No, it wasn't around.
Hey, guys.
So I don't have to deal with it.
We're filming a podcast.
Would you like to play a game of chess?
Yeah.
I play very well.
She's looking for a sponsor like Nike or Converse. She ran into a monster like Scarface and Nino. I'm James with the bong. For the money, I'm Al Pacino. I know I'm living wrong, but I'm cashing out like casino. I'm Michael Jackson, you Tito. Got your bitch stroking my ego. Hit it like a free throw. What I'm smoking on is legal. No, this money don't make itself. I gotta make this money. Yes, I'm looking to the sky. Got my feet to the ground. I am rolling up a pound. Smoking now. Yes, there's money on my mind. Tell these rats don't make a sound. If you squeal, it's going down. Automatic rounds.
All right, everyone, and welcome in to the next episode of the official Wookiesburg pod. I guess that's going to be the name for now since nobody has gave us any submissions like we've asked for. And as you know, it's your boy Matt, a.k.a. Matticles, a.k.a. Vito King, the Oracle, as you guys all know, Max McCardle, Lightning McCardle. Don't forget good old a.k.a. McCardle Sandwich. Matty Chong, that was a new one given the other day. And then as we know, the good old classic, Thug Dog. And as you see sitting next to me, as usual, Lorenzo.
Yo, it's your boy Lolo, a.k.a. Dat Boy, a.k.a. Wiener Schnitzel, a.k.a. The Big Cheech, and a.k.a. Cole Beasley Jr.
Ooh, I got another new one.
Yeah, I don't know who picked that one, but it was a submission to the email.
All right. And then I guess you guys have already noticed, it's not really hard to miss him sitting over there beside his trophy. We do have double champ, Chris. Welcome in.
What up? It's your boy Champ, a.k.a. Manning Infesting a Hairline. Thoughts and prayers go out to the co-host, a.k.a. Rating, a.k.a. Defending, a.k.a. Undisputed two-time champ. What's up?
Oh, I like it. Best intro we've had so far. Yeah. Best intro yet. All right. And also, too, I just want to remind you guys, again, nobody is joining these daily leagues. I guess you guys don't want to win this free money. So, fuck them, man. We're just going to keep taking this money. I think you won how much? $52 yesterday? Or no, Monday, sorry.
On Monday, yeah, $52. Not in your league because no one joined it. But, yeah, man. There's some money to be made out there. No one's really taking advantage of it.
That's true. All right, and just another reminder, as you guys seen last week, we are now all on all social medias, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, I guess, too. We haven't really decided what we're going to do there, but we have one.
Yeah, we have a presence. We have a footprint everywhere, really. We have been the most active on Twitter and Instagram lately. If you check out Instagram, I think there's, 2 water bets already filmed and posted
remember,
on Instagram.
the water bets will strictly be posted on Instagram. So if you want to see them, that's where you're going to have to go.
Yeah. Do you use Instagram, by the way, Champ?
I do not use Instagram, no. I use everything else, though. Solid Twitter account.
Okay. Yeah, we got to get more people on Instagram, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the fact that they're owned by Facebook. No one really fucks with that.
It could be.
Yeah.
Or we just have a lot of friends that rather spend their time doing other things on Instagram than watching our water bets because they seem to watch them, but they just don't like them.
I don't know what else you would watch other than that. Yeah.
I don't know either. Who wants to know? Everybody wants to see me get soaking wet.
Yeah. It's gonna happen a lot too. So.
Well, we do have one more loss for me, but I'm soon gonna redeem myself on those water bet columns.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, as you guys know, this would be where our trade talk would come in, but there is no trades as usual. As you guys know, you've seen the breaking news last week. So let's get those trades popping.
Yes, I think we mentioned it last week too. When with this gigantic rule change that we did live on the podcast last week, I was expecting. I think we read a stat from last week about how that affected previous leagues. I was expecting a real jump in trade volume at least.
Yes. I just do think everyone's busy and they haven't got around to watching last week's yet. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you're probably already too late. You need to watch episode 4. And episode 5, sorry about that. You need to watch episode 5, and you will understand what we're talking about. There was a major rule change that, we can't repeat here on this podcast. But watch that, and you'll know what's going on. But like I said, you're probably already too late, so...
Get on it.
Get on it. It is funny that we do have, talking about trades, we do have one of the most prolific traders of all time. You thought Trader Joe was big. This is the real Trader Joe right here.
Yes,
or Trader Champ.
We do have him. We do have him here actually in the flesh. Trade master.
I just want to read you a stat here. So our stat team does a great job. We have here from our fantasy stats team that you are actually involved in 75% of the trade offers in the Wookiesburg League over the past 3 years.
Oh, offers? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Offers, yeah, because like we know, trade acceptance is not really high in this league, at least not yet. But you've been involved in 75% of the trades over the past 3 years. Can we just ask you, what really goes into your mind when you propose a trade, really?
Find the right person, find the right players. My volume has been steady. I made plenty of offers, but it takes 2 to tango. Someone's got to accept.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that right?
That is true, and that's what we always say. That's why we have learned from him the best thing to do is always aim high. Always aim high.
Shoot your shot.
Exactly.
Only takes one.
You aim high because even if you're short, you'll hit him in the nuts.
All right. I guess that does work. And we actually do have we'll get into, I guess we could probably do it right now if you wanted to. I did have a list of interview questions here for Chris. Since we were on the subject of trades, there is a couple of questions involving trades.
Let us do this. We get started right off the bat, grilling this motherfucker right off the bat of this podcast.
All right. Well.
Put some heat on the champ.
All right. We like to keep it simple, though. We'll start it off slow. So, all right. Chris, where were you born?
Born here.
All right. There we go. Born here.
Florida.
All right. What is your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time? Off the top of my head, probably Forrest Gump.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Anything to do with this podcast, but that's fine.
They play football in that
Forrest
movie.
Gump.
There's a football reference there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
True.
No, just random. These were all questions just wrote in. The fans wanted to know. These were the questions we got. So,
Gotcha.
All right. How many state championship games did you win?
Did I win? 0.
0. Okay. Would you like to add anything to that statement?
I attended a state championship game, which I think probably should have been the highlight, but yes, we did lose.
Oh, okay. But what else happened in that game?
Scored 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns. That's amazing. In the state championship game, everyone.
Yeah. First player ever to get the MVP trophy on a losing team.
On a losing team. At what position again?
Tight end is the
tight end. This guy was fucking better
This
than
was in
Travis
a
Kelce.
state championship game? Yeah, you're right.
Travis
North
Kelce never
Carolina
got 3
State
touchdowns in a state championship.
Oh,
yeah, and it was not in Florida. It was in a real football state.
Real football. Yeah, the only state I'm in right now is a state of disbelief, man.
Yes,
Because that's a crazy stat.
Yes. And it was televised and everything.
Televised.
Yes. All right. Next question.
You probably gotta have you probably gotta have the special sports package to see that game, right?
Maybe. Yeah. Actually, we will get into that later on in the season.
I think it's called Fox Sports Slump. That's the channel.
I don't know. We'll get that. We'll get onto that later. Don't worry. We have a special segment later in the season for that.
Okay.
One. All right. How difficult was it to repeat as champ?
Not difficult at all. Basically did the same exact thing, and good things happened.
It just paid off. You see, you heard it here. He's in a league with sleep-ass people.
Do you think becoming triple champ will be even easier than the double champ? What do you think about the competition this year?
Up until this very week, I would have said, yeah, probably a little bit easier. But coming off a loss, we got to rebound, come back strong. So a little bit harder maybe. We'll see how the year plays out.
I like that. Those are the right. That's what you want to hear out of your champ coming off a loss, really.
Yes,
That's the right attitude to have.
Very, very good.
Gotta stay humble.
Exactly. Yes, that's what we're trying to teach here on the podcast. As you've seen, I've been trying to every week going into my matchups. I've been staying humble, so it's been hopefully It's working. So keep the humble approach always works. All right. Next one is it true you once traded ice to an Eskimo for Adrian Peterson in his prime?
I can neither confirm nor deny those rumors.
All right. Who is the sleepest person you know?
I mean, we're gonna have to go with the guy named 30 Years of Slump in between us.
That is his team name.
Pretty
All
easy.
right.
All right.
Pretty sure I was the one that came with one of his AKAs, aka Slump Lord. So
That is that we
pretty
did.
fitting.
I can neither confirm or deny that. But yeah.
Perfect. All right. Where does DMX fall on your top 101 greatest rappers of all time list?
Ooh. All right. So now you got me sweating. That's a tough one. DMX. Let's go top 15, just to be a little conservative.
All right.
Going up down the list. Let's go in the top 15. Something
There
like
you
that.
go.
R.I.P. DMX. R.I.P.
R.I.P. my dog.
All respect to DMX.
Yes, many. Next one. What is the most amount of trades you pulled off in 1 year?
I have no idea. Trades I've pulled off that whether or not they've been vetoed.
No,
Does
it
that
actually
count?
successfully counted.
That successfully counted. I would guess. Let's say high single. Let's say 7. Let's say 7 or 8.
We're aiming for double digits
Guesstimating.
1 year. We are definitely aiming for double digits 1 year.
Yeah, well, we're talking trades that have actually gone through.
Yeah,
That's a lot
we
of
know.
trades
We know
for
if
1
it's
year.
if it's
That's
trades.
a lot.
The reputation
Yeah.
of trading that I've gotten has led to maybe the offers that are making the percentages high, but so is my veto percentage.
Yeah, I know people that have never even made seven trades in their entire life.
Also true.
So I have a question. So you just alluded to it. Do you think that the more trades you complete, regardless of whether they benefit you or not in the long run, is it harder to get more trades later on the next year? Like, are people weary of you just off the volume of trades that are going on?
100%. I think I've gotten the reputation. The more and more trades I get approved, the more and more I'm trying to get over on somebody, or there's some excuse, or maybe I know something about the player that nobody else knows, and that's the only reason I'm doing the trades. It's always something nowadays. So it only makes trades harder to accept from the people that do know me, and then the trades that get accepted from the people that don't usually get vetoed. So
That's why we're
Right.
changing things over here at the Wookiesburg pod, you know? So we're going to get these trades flowing soon, I promise everyone.
fingers crossed.
What if you could say, we have a wide audience here on the podcast. If you could, say anything to those doubters, if you will, haters, if you will, trade haters, really. What would you say to them if they are of the belief that you are always trying to get someone over when you're proposing a trade? What would you say to these critics?
The critics of my trades, I would say, try to trade with me. Send me some offers, and we'll see what we can work out. One of my biggest opponents, the one over here, the main host, he's actually one of the few people that have traded with me this year. So if he can do it,
Yes.
anyone can.
And it was a very successful trade for both of us.
What was your first AKA? Veto King?
Veto King.
If I can get a trade done with the Veto King,
That
anything's
is
possible.
That's a good point.
Yes.
So that's you've seen it here, an open request for trades. His door is always open. And for those of you in the league that might be hating, because we have to give credit where credit is due here, really, the only answer to bad trades are better trades. So get out there, propose new trades. If you don't like a trade that you received, instead of crying and vetoing it, maybe just counter. Send a counter offer, see what happens. You never know.
Always willing to talk shop. If
Yes.
you need me, I will be in trade negotiations 24/7.
That's it. And that's another thing. If you guys, in case you didn't notice, there is a channel just specifically for trade negotiations in the Discord. You just invite someone in so you can talk trades. Because in the NFL, if two teams want to trade, they don't just send a fucking trade offer through an app. They talk about it. So that's what we got here. We can I think we have the chance to get more shit done this way. So,
Yeah.
So, and let us move on to actually the last and final question. What would you consider your best trade you have ever pulled off?
Oh, there's was one I did with Sean a few years ago. I remember it was Michael Vick.
Yes.
The year he was on the Eagles, where he tore everything apart. I think I traded him Tom Brady. And I think that was the year Brady tore his ACL. If I'm not
I
wrong.
believe it was something similar,
So,
and that's what I was
Kind of
hoping
screwed
you would
Sean
say.
over, which kind of started this whole reputation. But hey, it got me Michael Vick.
It did. And Michael Vick went on a tear that year. It was fun though. I almost consider that your best trade that I could think of too. So, all right. Thank you, sir, for those questions from the fans. We hoped we had more, but that's all we ended up getting.
It's all right. I appreciate the time.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, right now is when we get into our news around the leagues.
News from around the leagues.
And today we are going to go right on back, since he is sitting over there. We're going to go over to Champs League, which is the Thug Dog League. And we do have first, I do got to point out, I did win again. 6th place, I'm sitting over there, so we're looking okay. I got a lot of points, though, so we'll see. But we got first, as you guys may remember, may or may not, we have the sleep teams over there with Renee and Chuck.
Yeah, the Slump Bros.
Slump. And we did have over there people that slump actually was slump this week and lost to Chuck. You have anything to say about that?
Adam Thielen and Trayvon Diggs. That's the only thing I have to say about that.
That's it. For those of you who don't know that would be Trayvon Diggs, defensive player with 20 points. But I think you're thinking of somebody else.
Looks like the champ is human after all, folks. Even he can lose to the sleepest team in the league.
Oh, Adam Thielen was in the other league.
Oh, he had him in your league?
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. Either way, I got fucked, Brian.
Fuck.
That's how bad he got beat. He doesn't even know where the players are.
And like
Holy
we've called
A lot of
before,
leagues.
the only thing that gave Chuck the win, Miami's defense.
Miami's defense has been notorious this whole year, and you've been on their nuts heavy.
I have no choice. That's my boys.
Yeah,
All right. Did you win this week in this league?
I won this week in this league. Yes.
No way.
Oh, of course. You don't call me the guru for nothing.
I forgot. He's
Someone that knows your overall record, I don't think anyone is calling you the guru.
Yes.
Listen, my record's probably
No, we
not
actually-
that bad.
We were able to see it
I'll
the other
stand by
day.
my record any day.
We're going to get into this because you've been talking shit about my team all season. I can't think of someone less qualified to do this than you. You've literally been playing fantasy football as long as I've had, and you've been in last more than you've been in first.
That might be true. That might be true,
That's-
but yeah. You know what? We're moving on here. I think we're gonna have we're going right into the weekly recaps here, right, Matt?
We weren't done, but yes, actually, you did win. You were able to beat Sean, who was in first place, I believe, when you beat him.
Yep.
So-
I knocked him out of first,
all right.
brought him down to
I
second,
guess
back down.
every dog has his day. I mean, I don't know who in their right mind would start Kenyon Drake, but it paid off for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll get into
They
Kenyon
don't
Drake
call
too,
me
worry
the
about that.
guru for nothing. What happened with Kenyon Drake? He had a lot of points, right?
yes, he did.
Yeah. What team did he play?
What team did he play
What team
against?
did he play against? Yeah. Kenyon Drake. What team was he playing against when he got all those points?
I actually don't know.
What real
Oh,
life team
I
is
don't-
what he's getting at?
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
This guy's, he's allowed to do that, folks. I wouldn't dare.
He's lashing out now.
Hey, you gotta fight fire with fire.
all right. But enough. I guess that is enough from Chris's league. We did want to just bring a little bit of news to us since he was here. And usually we do save the best for last when we get into these recaps.
Weekly matchups.
Since he did have the unfortunate time of playing against me, he is here first. And it is my poor little brother has yet to beat me in any year he's ever played me. So I tried to tell you, sir. I tried to tell you.
Yeah, this was our water bet last week. My
And that
first
too.
loss. And yeah, so it was the Bro Bowl. You got Lambeau Calrissian going up against my boys, the Straw Hat Pirates. As CEO of the Straw Hat Pirates, I'm not too happy with the result this week, but congratulations. And just know that we're going to use this loss and move forward because you're 3-3 and you're 4th. And Straw Hat Pirates are also 3-3 and they're 9th. So it's a
Ninth.
tight race.
It is
It's
a tight race. The only thing separating us is probably a lot of points.
Perhaps. But in this matchup, it was only 15 points,
Yes.
that you beat Straw Hat Pirates from. But, 15 points is 15 points. Joe Mixon with a great game for you. This Herbert character out of Chicago apparently had 19 points for you. That's also good. Do you have anything to say? I know you're trying to be more modest for your matchups, but do you have anything else to say about this?
Because this guy was calling me all week. I don't have to be modest here, And I mean, Michael, who the fuck starts Myles Gaskin on a fucking team? I'm a Dolphins fan. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Dolphins defense, 6 points. You fucking loser. What the fuck are you doing over there, bro?
Yeah. Dolphins defense.
They lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars, bro.
Yeah, that's
good
true.
try.
That's true.
Jesus, man. And then look, the guy you traded for, Kareem Hunt. Goodbye. Good luck there.
That's some luck there. I got him in my league also, so I definitely feel for Michael here.
Yes, Dak couldn't save you on this one, buddy. So there's always next year. Because I don't think we will play again this year. Because
I'm not too worried though. Like I said, we're just gonna take it week by week moving forward. I think Straw Hat Pirates are right where they need to be. Right
but as you guys did hear, he skipped over that. I am finally have claimed my first victory in the water bets. So you will see that.
Yep, you'll see. Tune in next week. You'll see that video posted on our Instagram, which is
just Wookiesburg_podcast.
Wookiesburg_podcast on Twitter.
Well, on Instagram.
I mean Instagram. All right, so our next matchup is Matt Top John Bottom versus EDBDBNB. I think I mixed those up, but I'm going to get it one day, man. I'm going to get that shit one day. I'm going to keep trying. Just like Terry kept trying and got the win this week against Casey.
That she did. And as we see here, it doesn't show me how many other people picked, but I did pick to win Terry.
Yes. That was a good pick. I do remember picking against Terry, unfortunately, but hey, I'm glad she proved me wrong.
Yes, that is true. Actually, I do have the stats coming through my headphones, and yes, you did take Terry. I mean, you did take Casey, and I took Terry. So
yeah, Jonathan Taylor had a big game for her.
So far, I'm 2-0 against you that week.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yes, John. Her first round pick finally came through for her, and in a much needed win. She did still sit at 12th, but it's like we said. I'm 3-3 in third place, or fourth place. So technically, only one game separates her from.
Right.
As last year, my league was just like this, and it's just a jumbled mess.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a valiant effort by ATV and BNB. You have Naheem Hines here with 24 points, Mike Gesicki 22. It was a good effort, but not enough in the end, unfortunately.
Not this time. All right, and we will take it to Biting Quam's Ear and Alt Zaddy. As you've seen, he was one of our sponsors last week. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you, Alt Zaddy. Trust me, from the bottom of my heart.
Sorry, 2 weeks ago.
Thank you. I think Angel's been on a little win streak here, right? Angel's won 2 in a row now, is that right?
I believe it is.
Maybe 3 in a row.
It actually may be 3 in a row.
Might be 3 in a row. And against Alt Zaddy, nonetheless. And a pretty handy win here, 190 to 168. That's a big margin there. You got the likes of Aaron Rodgers, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb. I mean, you have to go all the way down to the tight end to get the first single-digit score on her team. You know what I mean? So
that is
great job.
That is a pretty good week on her part.
Yeah.
And again, we did bring that up a little bit. She was able to claim somehow Darrell Williams at like the 7th waiver spot. So people start learning how to use those waivers.
Yep. Champ, tell me something. Out of the teams we've looked at so far, who are you most afraid of in this league? Really, who do you think has more of a chance to come up in the rankings now that you've been handed your first loss in this league?
Out of the teams that you've mentioned so far, definitely John. After he was allowed to get that one trade off, his team is pretty scary. Even coming off a loss, if I had to be concerned about a team, it'd probably be his.
Wow, interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on Alt Zaddy for the rest of the season.
All right, and it looks like we do actually have a name change, and it is on the opposite side of the usual name changes. And that is Mr. Football
Oh my gosh.
with a picture of our said co-host here. And this was, like I said, I don't know if he knew we were filming today and changed it an hour ago. 'cause
Yep, good old Mr. Football, and hey, it's there's 3 F's in life, man. It's football, fantasy, and family. You know.
Good. I like that. And we see over here, Patrick Mahomes could not save him this week.
Nope.
Wow, that is an amazing score by his tight
Yeah.
end.
That is Noah Fant went off.
27
Definitely went
points.
off. Matthew Stafford had a good game. Marvin Jones Jr. had to fly over the pond to have his best game of the season so far, and that's pretty good. And I mean, what more can we say that hasn't already been said about Quadruple X House? You know, I think we all know how you feel about him and his name choice.
Yeah, nah, trust me. This guy, I actually haven't spoken to him in a very long time, so I don't know what he's doing over there, but he's still checking his fantasy team, so
Yep.
we know he's taking one of those F's into consideration.
Has anyone figured out what any of his emojis mean? Like, at all?
Well, we did finally figure out one time that the fucking that s'more stick s'more thing is supposedly a national emoji for FSU. Because it's
As a
supposed to.
fan of FSU, I'm going to call bullshit on that. I've literally never seen or heard of that ever.
Like, yeah.
There you have it. Champ here, FSU fan himself.
But to be fair, if there is anyone I know that's a bigger FSU fan, it would be House. I'm shocked dude literally hasn't traded his entire team for Dalvin Cook yet. I guess we're waiting on that.
Hey, I've mentioned that multiple times on the podcast. I have been calling you all week. I'm ready. Where is my Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce?
Like, Cam Akers isn't
trade
around
request
anymore.
live on air right there, folks. Wow.
I think I've requested it 4 times already.
4 times. So, I mean, yeah, whatever this guy's name is really, Triple X Sushi Dick. Rough week.
But his
And-
defensive players and defense went off.
Yeah, but I mean, so you know what we were saying last matchup about how, there was lots of double-digit scores on, I think it was Angels' team. Look at House's team right here. We got single-digit in all the skill positions pretty much. This
That
is
is
ridiculous.
actually, yes.
That's not how you win games, folks.
That is not how you win games at all, House. All right, and then we will get into... Ooh, it was a sad, sad day for somebody and a not sad day for somebody else.
Yep.
And the winning streak has finally came to an end.
Yes, it has, and we're so privileged to have him here right after his first loss of the season. Before we even go into the matchup, let me just ask you, you changed the name to Manifesting a Hairline, but the only thing you were able to manifest was ass whooping, it looks like. So what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, not exactly the best timing for me coming on the podcast, but I think the fact that you were manifesting a loss for me just about the entire year, I think the name change was necessary. And I'm still going to ride with it, still keeping the faith. It's a great name, great picture. I think we'll ride it into the playoffs. We'll see
Yes.
depending on how many Halloween costumes Michael comes up with.
That's true. I can once say I love the picture change.
Appreciate it.
Right. Well, yeah, if you keep going in this direction, you won't have to worry about the playoffs. But we'll get into the matchup right here. Right off the bat, we see a heavy discrepancy in the head-to-head points with the quarterback position, Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. Crazy, huh, Matt?
Yes, that is. We Josh Allen we know is going to do it just about every week, and it just had to be one of those off weeks for Justin Herbert over there. But I don't think that's going to be his points every week.
No. And obviously not Derrick Henry at 42 points.
No, that's probably a low game for Derrick Henry.
Oh, okay.
As he, no, I guess that is average, yeah. 3 touchdowns is...
It's pretty
Do you know he has scored 3 touchdowns? He scored 3 touchdowns in 43% of his games this year.
Wow. That's a lot of points there. Almost, well, actually more, but, in the realm of Adam Thielen points also, who had a huge game for Dedito this week.
Yes, he did actually. 11 catches. That is a
Wow.
beautiful game. Adam
Wow.
Thielen, man, I wouldn't trade that guy for nothing.
For nothing. And, hey, any day you can win by almost 80 points and still start Denver defense for only 3 points, then that's a good week for you, you know? It's a good week.
You're right about that. All right, so our last and final matchup is going to be Where's Casey versus this fucking guy, Robbie, man. And I don't know, I guess he's not watching the podcast anymore, but until that name gets changed, you're probably going to keep losing. So you need to do something fast.
I think this was an easy pick for us last week, huh? We both went with Where's Casey, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
this was actually the only game. Thank you. Actually, this was the only game we did pick the same.
Yeah.
And if I did actually forgot to point out that you were wrong on every other game.
Yeah, well, good thing you forgot to mention that then. So
So this week was good for me.
It's easy to see why we agreed on this pick because you got people like Cooper Cup of Coffee, A.J. Brown, Antonio Brown, Leonard Fournette. Like I said, double-digit points all around here until you get to the kicker position. That's the only position on their team with single digits, really. Every other position on this team balled out.
Yeah, and he actually would have made a good player on Who's That Player, because you probably never even heard of his kicker.
I still don't know who that is, really. But, I'm spoiling them all this week, baby.
Nah, no worries. All right, and that does it for your matchups of Week 6. And before our next segment, here is a word from our sponsor.
Welcome to Gallery Lolo. We are very pleased to have you visit us today. Let us show you the Genesis piece in our first collection. This piece right here is very special. It serves as a metaphor for life itself. The water represents liquid, and the rocks represent solids. Notice how the liquid trickles over the solid. Amazing deep meaning to an amazing deep work of art. This one is not for sale, however, will be available at our auction tomorrow. There are only 5 spots total available in this auction for exclusivity purposes. Luckily for you, as of now, we have 5 spots available in the auction. We are now pleased to showcase to you the second piece in our collection. This is the Prince of the Wild. Amazing. This piece happens to be very popular with our collectors. Might not be available much longer. Hello, Gallery Lolo. Why, yes, we do still have the Prince of the Wild piece available. Yes, of course. This piece is valued at $750. Hello? Hello? That must have been a foreign collector. Probably some connection issues. I'll just wait for them to call back. Thank you for visiting Gallery Lolo. Until next time.
All right, thank you from our sponsor. And we will just skip right into not everyone's favorite segment, but one person's favorite segment. And it is time for Brett's Bust of the Week.
Brett's Bust of the Week.
Brett's Bust of the Week. Good old. Matt, who you got for your Brett's Bust of the Week this week?
This week, for my Brett's Bust of the Week, I actually have my good old boy, Mike Evans, who was
Okay.
actually on House's team, and this guy only gave him a whopping 4.7 points. And he was trying to trade this guy for Metcalf level value.
So, yeah, you being the trade federation leader and all that, what do you think about that potential trade right there?
DK Metcalf for Gaskin?
No, for when he tried to Mike Evans.
Oh, for Mike Evans. Oh, that's right. No, yeah, that was pretty. No, yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Yes,
I don't know if it needed to get vetoed. It's a random trade to be the one that's gotten vetoed in this league so far, but it's pretty bad.
Pretty bad. You have it. There it is, folks. Well, that's a good Brett's Bust of the Week. My Brett's Bust of the Week for this week is going to be Myles Gaskin. And, of course, he's on Straw Hat Pirates. I've been talking about this team past couple weeks and questioning the starting ability of Jacoby Myers being on this team. What happens? This dude starts Myles Gaskin. Like, first of all, my first question is why? And my second question is, again, why? Why are you starting Myles Gaskin on this team? Listen, you can't tell me. I don't know. I'm not going to get into the specifics of what your bench situation was like. I see you still somehow, for some reason, have Ronald Jones on your team. So I don't want to really go into specifics too much, but you can't tell me that there's not somebody with more potential on a free agent list than Myles Gaskin.
It's so funny about all those people that were tweeting at me about Michael got to me this year and shit. And,
Yeah.
Now with Myles Gaskin starting.
Yeah, you've been on a war with people on Twitter. Once again, guys, our Twitter is at Wookiesburg Pod. You've been going off on people, man. People have been talking shit.
Yeah, because they thought Michael had me, but I tried to tell them, man.
Crazy.
Nope.
And, we just went through the Brett's Bust of the Week. And speaking of bussing, what are you smoking on this week, man? Because that shit
I did
smells
forget
like
about
it's bussing.
this shit, boy. Over here, we got this fossil fuel, all right? And I tell you what, man, you smoke this shit, you turn it into a dinosaur.
Woo! Bro, you got fossil fuel in the lighter and fossil fuel in the grabba?
Damn right,
What?
boy. Damn right.
Wow.
And supposedly you could use grabba as a fossil fuel.
We're just, god damn, we're fucking up the fossil record all over this podcast.
Yeah, we got it good. We got it good.
Yep. And with that, we're going to go right into Matt's Suited Up Strain of the Week.
Sure. Actually, we will have my Suited Up strain with this fossil fuel. So here it is. Special one for you today. Hey, what's up, guys? Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man here. I know you guys didn't know I was a smoker, but very big weed advocate, as the rest of the Avengers are. And as you see, I'm filling in for Matt on this week's Suited Up Strain of the Week. And most people don't know that fossil fuel is a mix of 3 OGs. And at 28% THC, it's a very potent high, usually having that diesel taste. When you hit this shit, will definitely leave you with a strong full body high. And some actually will tell you that this has got its name because it's what killed the dinosaurs. So until next time on Maddie's Suited Up Strain. Sorry, welcome back. What are you smoking on?
I'm smoking on that cheesecake.
Ooh, all right. I actually like a cheesecake because it's so nice. You can actually tell that it's perfectly mixed with some type of cake strain and some type of cheese strain.
Yeah, this is that cheesecake. I'm not gonna lie though, it smells kind of funky. So more of like the New York style cream cheese cheesecake. I'm talking more like Italian ricotta cheese type of cheesecake. That's kind of what this is, just because of the smell, really. But taste-wise,
I don't know what kind of cheesecake
on
you're eating.
point.
All right, and actually, this no better time than now to introduce our newest segment. Actually, nobody knows about this segment, and it is Sean's Sleep Buddy of the Week. All right, and for this week, we actually have Sean's Sleep Buddy will be Casey, because if you take a close look at his team, he put Jalen Waddle on the bench with 29 points. What? And then started Mike Williams and Michael Pittman, who combined for 10 points.
What are you doing, Casey?
And if you guys want to see, he only lost by about 19 points. So any little maneuver there, and he would have won.
Sean's sleep buddy of the week. I wish
Yes.
I wish like we could have like Casey on the show or something. And just
Yes,
ask
I
him
know.
about that.
I actually wish we could.
Man.
He'll be our guest one day.
Yeah, we gotta hit him up when they come through.
Well, that's all I have for Sean's Sleep Buddy of the Week. And coming soon, Sean will be giving us this segment live from his truck. So look forward to that one.
We're gonna have a live correspondent for one of our segments.
Yes. He is going to take it over since he is sponsoring it. He's decided he wants to do it himself, and he will be filming it on the road.
Folks, you see that? You think we're fucking around when we say this podcast is blowing up. That's crazy. We're gonna have live correspondents phoning in or videoing in to the podcast. That's awesome. We're gonna be worldwide by 2023. Mark my words.
2023.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening in 2023, but it sounds like a good number.
All right, so I won't waste any more time. We'll get right into my starts of
the week.
And as I said before, last week, I told you guys I was just messing with you on the previous weeks, and I was finally going to give you some real starts, and man, they finally paid off. I just wanted to do a little quick recap. Last week, my start of the week was Matthew Stafford.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get the yards quite right, but I did get him with his 4 touchdowns. I said 350, he got 250. Then, my only letdown last week was Chris Godwin, who did not perform, like I said. But then we have my guy, who is also, we can just bring 2 segments into one. My guy, Joe Mixon, also my MVP of the week.
There you go.
Because he gave me the win, and he gave me my almost perfect prediction. When I predicted Joe Mixon to get 150 all-purpose yards, and he ended with 153. So we were pretty good on that
You
one.
can't teach that, folks. That's the guru shit
And
right
then
there.
we have Mike Gesicki, who I said was going to get 100 yards and a touchdown. He didn't quite get that touchdown, but he did get about 115 yards, I think it was.
Close enough.
Yes. And then, of course, Colts D against the Texans, that was a shoo-in. And, Isaiah Simmons was not too good, but, can't get them all perfect, So.
Right.
And that'll bring me into my starts for this week. And I know we've brought his name up many times, but he's finally going to remind people why he is who he is, and it is Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill is my start of the week, and we're giving him 300 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Chiefs.
Derrick Henry is still on that team. So
He is, but he's going to take a little
Tough.
break this week. A little break. So
Gotcha.
Derrick Henry was there every time Ryan Tannehill has been there, so he'll be all right. All right. And this one's going to surprise people, but my running back start of the week is James Conner, who I think by the time the scores run up, he'll be sitting there just in the game, running away with the ball. So anybody who has James Conner, try to squeeze him in your lineup. And we got wide receiver Jamar Chase. Probably a shoo-in, Some people might not consider him eligible for this show, but I think he's definitely going to have at least 2 touchdowns again. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
And this one here, too, newly acquired to his team, Zach Ertz finally gets a chance to play. And he's going to remind people why the Cardinals went out and acquired him. And he's at least going to bring in 10 targets and at least, I'd say, catch at least 8 of them. So we'll see what he ends up doing with them. Definitely going to put up some fantasy numbers. So, and this one over here, as Lorenzo loves and he might do it with me. Joey Sly, start him up. This is his last chance to prove anything. So we might not be able to say this again all year after this. So that's mainly why he ended up here on the start him up, because the kicker he's replacing is supposed to come back from injury. So let's see.
He's got to go outkick his coverage.
He has to, yes. And defense, we got my start of the week, the Denver Broncos.
Ooh.
Because, man, they're playing. Don't laugh at my boys. They are playing a backup quarterback and a third string running back. So I think they're gonna remind people why they are the defense they are, and definitely gonna be okay over there.
Yeah. Now, we have a Broncos fan here live. As a Broncos fan, what do you have to say about that start of the week?
All I'm going to say is he better be right because we better beat the Browns because they have their backup quarterback, like Matt mentioned, and their third-string running back. So there's literally no excuse. So should be right. I think Matt found a way to go from the most bold to least bold prediction and going from James Conner to Jamar Chase. But that's not what you asked me.
No, thank you for that insight.
Right? That is a good way to put it. Thank you, sir. And then last but not least, we have my defensive start of the week, Patrick Queen, Baltimore linebacker. He's definitely going to walk away with at least 12 tackles.
Yep. Also, who was that player candidate, folks?
Oh, we know that. Half of the players on defense are who's that player candidate for you.
I think defense is just fair game, everybody, really.
Probably more than that.
Yeah.
On defense, it's no chance.
Yes, yes. Do you have any actually, do you want to get into any who's that players since we are finished with my starts of the week?
Oh, I'd be happy to.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. Who's that player? Okay. I've got one that you've got a chance. I feel like you got a solid chance of getting this one. He's pretty popular, but he is new, so you're usually bad at that. So let's see. Let's go with Damonte Smith. Who's that player?
I'm going to go ahead and say Damonte Smith plays on the Eagles. He's the wide receiver for the Eagles.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
You got it.
Right.
All right.
He may have been studying knowing Chris was coming on.
Yeah, you might have been checking that one out. We'll see. You got it, though. I figured that was good. Okay, here's one that literally everybody else will know, but very confident that you have no idea. Let's try it. Let's go with Laviska Shenault.
LaVisca, man, who does this guy think he is, man? I know you're champ and stuff like that, but you must not know what I'm about, man. LaVisca Shenault plays on your good old, just got their first win, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Guess I'm not good at this game. You got that one.
No?
You got that one better than
You must think I'm sleep or something. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I definitely think you sleep.
Yeah.
Apparently, I think you're sleeper than you actually are.
Let me show you how we really do who's that player. Matt, hit me.
All right. Like you said yourself, Patrick Queen. Who's that player?
Damn. I forgot what he said.
And I even told you the team he was on when I said who's that player.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to prove that you're pretty fucking slow.
That's not fair. It's got to be someone I hadn't heard already. I've already heard it, so it's hard for me to remember.
Yeah, that's the best excuse we've heard ever on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say, man, yeah, this dude probably sounds like he plays on the Washington football team.
He does not. But I do understand why you would think he played for them.
Not even the right conference.
Where does he play at?
He is a linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore, D.C., they're both in Maryland, man. Fuck that.
Oh, God.
All right. I think it is...
Uh-oh.
I think it is bonus time, everybody.
Oh, shit, it is bonus time. Bonus time, motherfuckers. And before we get into next week's bonus, so rather I say this week coming up, week 7, we will remind everyone that week 6 bonus was actually the largest margin of defeat. So the loser would get it. And yes, correct. Chris, you did win it.
Let's go!
Chris was the weekly winner bonus of week 6.
This guy, when he wins, he wins.
Exactly.
When he loses, he
When
still
he
wins. I don't
loses,
get
he
it.
still
I don't
wins.
get it.
Right out of my mouth.
I don't get it.
Yes. That actually is, it's funny, a side note real quick. In another league, that was the same bonus a week ago, and it was my first loss also, and I did get that same $10.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's funny.
Back to back.
Right? And we were both undefeated. That's hilarious. All right, so let's get into it. Chris, actually, you want to do the honors?
Congratulations on being the sleepest team of the week.
But it worked on the right week.
It
The
pays.
sleepest $10 I'll make in a week.
It pays to be slumped, folks.
And here we go. We
Trust me
actually
on
have
that
a
one.
special guest here. is gonna pick the next week's
All
bonus
right,
for
we're gonna
us.
have the bonus. We're shaking it up. We got all the bonuses in here.
And we add a new one every week, so
Yep.
who knows what's gonna be chosen? And the old ones are still in there too, so
Here we go.
who knows? Yeah, and just make sure you have one when you actually take it to.
Oh no, this is one. Okay.
Alrighty.
Let's see what we got here. Got least total yards, all starting offense.
Ooh, I like that one.
Go ahead, show it to the
Not bad,
camera
not
there,
bad,
Chris.
not bad. No chance to can.
Nope.
No chance.
Yeah,
No
you got
chance.
that
We
right
show it
there.
every time though.
There it is.
Least.
I promise that's what it says.
Oh, I actually like that one. I think that's the
Yeah,
most fun
pretty
all
good one.
year.
Here you go, Matthew.
The least
We'll get into
total
our matchup,
yards
but I
by
think-
all starting offense.
We'll get into our matchup this week, but I think we both got a solid chance at that. We'll see how it goes.
Right? That is true, actually. All right. So you guys seen that? Week 7 bonus. Good luck to everybody. And that brings us to the week preview of Week 7.
All right. Week 7 preview.
Weekly matchups.
And yes, we
Yeah,
do
what a
have
way
it
to
here
start it
first. Actually, as he said it.
What
We
a
do
way to
have,
start it off.
Reigning champ manifesting a hairline, which I don't think that shit will manifest. We have who has returned in the flesh, Lambo Calrissian. And yes, this is going to be a nail biter, folks.
Yep.
Yahoo's projected it 138.63 to 138.89.
Wow, this is really neck to neck there. Lambo Calrissian coming off a win and manifesting a hairline coming off their first loss. This is a matchup to behold, really.
And you see, we both actually kind of similar bye-week issues here. So, we might...
Yeah, bye week's really starting to play a factor now this week.
They are. Luckily, we didn't get hit with as many as we could have, so it could be worse for both of us. But I think we will. It's gonna be a nail biter.
First of all, love the fact that Lorenzo has to say my team name. Second of all, yeah, we're both pretty much screwed. So
Yes, and
we'll
I
see
think
how
that
the matchup goes.
this is gonna be a good matchup. I'm excited for it, actually.
Pretty close. Stuck on deciding which backup running back to start. We'll see how it goes.
And I don't think I have much backups to start.
Do you have any keys of the game here for this matchup?
Aaron Jones getting hurt and A.J. Dillon actually putting up fantasy points would be a nice key matchup.
Right,
Not going to happen, but
right. A.J. Dillon, yeah.
Yeah.
A.J. Dillon, you'll remember him from last week's episode where we have a photo of him compared to
Yeah,
other buddy.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, Aaron Jones. Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
because you had never seen that.
Right,
And that was
right.
it.
also quarterback matchup. I would like Justin Herbert to get closer to the 60 points he got the week before, as opposed to, I don't even remember what he got, 15?
Yeah.
Yes. But I believe he will be getting 0 this week because he is on bye week.
One of my mini bye weeks. Sorry, it's hard to
Yes.
keep up.
It's okay.
Saying bye-bye to that
That is
bye.
the one position that hopefully will be able to give me the edge out, and we'll see.
All right. Tough matchup
Ooh.
there.
And the next one is only one person's favorite. Actually, we have one person's favorite on each end because we do have my favorite with Matt Top, John Bottom.
Yep, and they're going up against the good old Straw Hat Pirates, folks. This is projected to be an ass whooping, really. I mean, they're projecting Matt Top, John Bottom to win by over 40 points here. I don't really see that happening. Both you have Straw Hat Pirates coming off a loss here, but I really think if he just gets rid of Myles Gaskin, I think he might be able to win this matchup.
That is true, and I just think Yahoo might be having a little issues with its projections right now, so let's not really quote all the projections just because it has people listed at 0 for some reason, I don't know. But regardless of projections, I don't see Michael losing to anybody that lives in this household or any other household in the state of Florida. So,
Winning.
I said losing?
You
Yeah,
said
you
losing.
said
Yeah.
losing.
You said you don't see him lose.
Yeah.
He already lost.
Champ corrected me. You guys know what I meant to say. And as I've been telling everybody on the podcast, I'm picking to win before Lorenzo can steal it.
He picked to win, but so can I. Maybe.
Okay.
I did, but at the same time, maybe it just glitched out and your pick went first. Who knows? We'll see. Go in and vote and you'll find out.
Yes, please do, as we've been asking.
You've been voting, right?
Definitely not. I just realized, how the fuck are you seeing the matchups for this league?
He's on my
Oh,
account.
I have my ways. I have eyes.
He's just
and
signed
ears
into my
everywhere.
account. So
Am
that's
I
why
though?
I'm wondering how it's gonna work with the thing he just voted
Very
on.
confused right now. That all just popped in my head that you are definitely not in this league.
I'm closer than you might think to this league.
Well, we do know
I'll
that
have-
you
I'll
and
say
Butt
that.
Pirates did have some fun, and so yeah.
Huh?
What? Oh, sorry, Straw Hat Pirates. You turned him into a Butt Pirate.
I didn't turn him into anything except a champion.
All right.
That's why I'm wearing this suit. Executives wear suits.
All right.
And I'm going for GM of the year. Is that an award for this league?
And people who just got back from their bye week wear a Weed Leaf shirt. And I just had a bye week because I played Straw Hat Pirates. So
Right.
Seems
Okay.
like executives do not look at the standings.
It's all about how you finish. All about how you finish, folks. Our next matchup here is going to be two favorites of the podcast. It's going to be Alt Zaddy versus GED and B&B. And this is a close matchup all around. You got two teams that you don't really know. Are they good? Are they slumped? They're both 3-3, only separated by 3 standing slots, right? Positions. I don't know, rank. I don't know.
one's third, one's sixth is what he's
One's
trying
third
to
is
say,
1-6
folks.
is what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of 3s and 6s here. I don't know what's going on. But point is, I think this is a close matchup. And me personally, I think I see HGTV and B&B pulling out with the win this week.
All right. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, and as much as I hate to stare at that picture, I'm gonna have to go with Alt Zaddy on this one. And
Well, I
before
can't blame you. You do use their products all the time.
Yes. As you guys have seen, no, I do not. I don't use them.
Okay.
One of my AKAs uses them.
Oh, your AKA. Got you.
But do you use them?
I use them all the time, as I think you had seen my testimonial in the
Yes,
previous
yes.
ad. Yep, I'm very happy with the results. Very happy with the results. I would say knock on wood, but I got mine right here, folks.
Ah, nice.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Alt
Alt
Zaddy.
Zaddy.
Trust me, I'm as confused as you are.
As the one not dealing with the strain of the week, I am very confused right now.
All right, our following matchup is going to be somehow another photo of me in this league. This is going to be Mr. Football, previously known as Rachel Ghoul's
Yes.
super team. Do you think that team was so bad that he had to change his name? Because we were calling him Rachel Ghoul's Schlump team. Do you think maybe that had an influence on the name change
I
here?
think he just thought of the best segment we could think of all year, and he started it himself. And this is a segment for the league only, and everybody. I want you all to change your picture to a picture of Lorenzo, please.
All right,
Let's
we'll
see
see
what
how
we
many
get
people
there.
see how many people do that.
If you need any, hit me up. I got you.
There we go. Champ has, I'm sure between Champ and Mr. Football, endless supply.
All right.
So let's see what
Well,
we can get here. And we do have another close one here on paper with Mr. Football Sean. Or maybe he's just seen the work you have done with Michael's team and he wants you as his CEO also.
Right. Well, you're going to have to give me an offer I can't refuse, really, and that's going to be hard to do because my boys, the Straw Hat Pirates, I think are the number one contenders in this game. I don't really mess with teams ranked underneath 10th in this league, you know what I mean? And Mr. Football, unfortunately, you fall within that.
All right. Sorry. So are you saying you're going to pick Mr. Football to lose here?
Listen, all I'm saying is I got to see something from them.
Alright. I think Angel right now is on a 3-game winning streak, and I believe my dog, Mr. Football, will stop it here.
All right.
Who are you picking to win?
In this matchup, I really think, you know what? I'm very flattered by this name change right here, and despite my best intentions, because I see they're starting Mark Ingram on their team, I think I'm going to also go with Mr. Football here for the win.
All right. And I bet you didn't know Mark Ingram is in the top 10 for touches in the NFL.
Is he, though, really? Because that's pretty surprising to me.
It is.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Matt dropping knowledge on the podcast, folks.
It's not advice, but we love to give
It's
advice.
not advice, but I'll tell you what is 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Discord every Sunday. You get that advice of the guru right here. You get Maticals, a.k.a. Thug Dog, a.k.a. Turtle Sandwich. You get to ask him live one-on-one fantasy questions or questions in general on the Discord, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time every Sunday.
Any last-minute questions you need? Just meet me in the ditch.
Meet me in the ditch. Meet him in the ditch. Have you ever seeked out fantasy advice in the ditch at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays?
I have not yet. No.
He has not, but as he's seen it worked for Sean, he will be there this Sunday.
It worked for Sean. It could work for you, and trust me, you need it after last week.
It's hard to pry me away. I definitely do not need it. I've dropped all the way down to first place. But I will be. It's hard to pry me away from the trade negotiations channel, but I'll see what I can do.
Fair enough.
That is true. And if you guys ever do catch him in there, it's probably not hard because he is just waiting.
Yep.
I'm sure if you look right now, he's there. We're actually going to hold a poll on the screen. You're going to see it right now. How many people think Chris spends more time in there than he does in his bed?
Yep. He probably is he's probably in that chat room from his bed. Yeah. So our next matchup here is going to be good old-fashioned Robbie, just old-fashioned himself, Robbie.
This guy.
And going head-to-head with the Dito. And you know what? The Dito's been on a win streak here. They've managed to get to second place, 4-2, only one game back from the man sitting directly to my left, and that is Champ. And I think the Dito's on a roll. Listen, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be this guy. You know what? I'm picking the Dito to take this week.
All right. I'm actually going to have to agree with you on that one. As much as his team looks pretty sleep this week, I just can't pick a guy who has yet to change his name, and he's just still sitting at Robbie. Sorry, bro.
Where do you stand on the name creativeness debate scale there, Champ? Matt is, I don't know if you've seen the previous episodes of the podcast, but if you did, then you would know Matt is quite dissatisfied with Robbie's lack of a name.
I think like the real NFL, you want to have an identity with your team, you know?
Right.
Just having something generic like Robbie with a generic Yahoo icon.
Yeah,
what identity you have.
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that logo in a championship game? I don't think so.
Definitely not.
So what you're saying is Robbie is essentially the Washington football team of this league.
I would say so, yeah. If you don't have a receding hairline as your profile picture, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's it. So we're both taking Dito just because of that. And again, Robbie, you need to take a Dito to the creative studio.
This brings us to our last matchup preview of the week, and it's Where's Casey versus Matt. Would you like to do the honors?
That is versus. I've been spending the whole week trying to decode this, but we're just going with porno sushi dick. So that's it. That's all I got.
4 X's. That makes 3X. Okay,
Yeah.
triple X.
Well, the fourth
I'm
one
so
I think
confused.
is what brings in the sushi.
What is that? Guys, we're getting a live report here from our stats team. There is a theory circulating now that the X's are really Roman numerals.
Oh, wow.
And having a perfect SAT math score whiz right next to me, what numbers would come out from 4 Roman numeral X's?
Okay, so let's see. X is 10 Roman numerals, so we got 4.
Okay.
10. I'm going to go with 40.
40. Okay, so now that we know that, how would you interpret this name now, Matt? I think that changes the game.
I think this is getting deeper, and maybe it has to do with 40 virgins and a sushi dick.
Got you. I'm gonna go with 40 dicks. 40 dick here.
40 dicks and a virgin.
Yeah, 40 dicks. 40 spear dicks. I don't know what that is, man. Sushi.
One day this will get figured out.
One
Yes,
day, man.
we've
One
been
day.
trying.
One day.
We've been trying. We've
Yep.
been holding votes. Nothing has answered our questions.
One day, when aliens in the future discovered this podcast, they're going to see these symbols and not even know what the hell it is, really.
Yeah, they probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, he's just 40 sushi dick house.
40 sushi dick house.
40 sushi dick house. I like it.
Yeah.
But I don't like his chances to win here, though.
I have to agree with you, Matt. The squad on the left-hand side here, where's Casey, just seems too stacked. Really too stacked. Tua Tagovailoa is a question mark in my opinion, but to be honest with you, he could go off any week. He could also get injured any week.
You saying he's a start? He's a questionable start? Like questionable how? How many points do you think he would get?
I'm not really sure, but I'm always a bit.
So you think he's getting less than 20 points?
I'm always a bit scared starting Tua Tagovailoa. I'll tell you that much. I've never owned Tua Tagovailoa.
Tell me your point projections right now for Tua.
My point projection for Tua versus the Atlanta Falcons in Miami. I'm going to go with my fearless prediction here. Tua is going to have under 20 points in this league.
Are you willing to water bet that?
I am willing to water bet that, yes.
All right, let's do it.
Right there.
That was,
there. We have a witness this
that
time.
was easy. Man, these coming back from that 0-3 deficit in water bets is going to be easier than I thought.
Matt, even if I lose that water bet, I'm still on top.
For now, you are correct.
Mind you that our stats team has told me now, each time you have initiated the water bet, you have lost.
All right, well, there's a first time for everything, so.
You're damn right there is. Anyway, this matchup here, yeah, where's Casey, I think, is going to get the job done.
And like we said, I agree with you, so that does conclude our matchups for Week 7. And that is going to bring us to everybody's favorite segment of Lolo Spanish word of the week. Dale.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Lolo Spanish word of the week, or should I say, bienvenidos. Bienvenido, Chris. We have Chris on our segment this week. Chris is going to help me out and teaching you guys the Spanish word of the week. So, Chris, have you been keeping up with the Spanish words of the week so far?
I've kept up with the first couple. I'm a big fan of Touch It Down.
Right. Perfect pronunciation for a gringo. You don't really get that type of pronunciation. Now, I've heard that you've lived in Miami, right?
I have, yes.
And for those of you that don't live in Miami or haven't been to Miami, we're talking Spanish-speaking town here. English is a second language in many places in Miami, which is why we're bringing you the Spanish word of the week in the first place, to help you guys out. So I know Chris has kind of a head start against the competition. He's been around Spanish people for a long time now. So I'm going to take it a little bit harder on you this week, Chris. We're about to get deep into the Spanish.
Okay.
We've been covering words such as touchdown, as you mentioned, football, podcast. These are basic words. I mean, I was dealing with Matt earlier, what can I say? But now that we got someone of your caliber, of your gringo Spanish caliber on the podcast, we're going to go deep. The Spanish word of the week this week is Broncos. Broncos in Spanish is pronounced Broncos. Chris, let's see you give it a shot. Let's see you go with the Broncos in Spanish.
Please don't make me. All right.
Let's go.
I'll give it a shot. Broncos.
That's not bad, actually. Broncos. Like I said, Chris knows what he's doing with the Spanish here. So we're going to take it up one more notch here. We're going to use Broncos in a sentence with football, podcast, and also Chris cannot use any English words in his next sentence right here. Chris, I want you to use a run-on sentence to describe how the Broncos football play has affected how they're talked about on this podcast. And I want you to say this all in Spanish. Ready, set, go.
Me gusta Broncos. How's that? Is that
Sí, los Broncos son muy buenos. Muy buenos los Broncos. ¿Quién es tu favorito Broncos?
Mi favorito Bronco es Terrell Davis. Do I have to say it? Terrell
¿Quién?
Davis?
¿Cómo?
Terrell
Davis. Yes, okay. Thanks for tuning in to the... Oh, wait, what's that? Are you getting something through your headphones? I think we have another guest for the Spanish Word of the Week this week.
I think I am.
So we have a sponsor for the next Lolo Spanish Word of the Week. We'd like to welcome in our special guest, Cats and Tats. What's up, Cats and Tats?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. This is your first time on Spanish Word of the Week, so we're going to take it easy on you, okay?
Thank you, please.
All
I'm not
right.
Spanish,
We
so-
figure since you're going to sponsor it, we need to get you in here at least once.
Thank you. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
What's
Mucho
your...
gracias.
Oh, de nada, de nada.
De nada.
Cats and Tats. Gatos y tatos.
Gatos y tatos.
Gatos y tatos.
It's
Yes,
all
yes.
about the rolling of the tongue.
Exactly,
I hear.
exactly.
Thank
For
you,
sure.
Thank you. Okay.
Who is your favorite NFL team?
Who? Dolphins.
Dolphins. Okay, very good. So, could you say a sentence using Dolphins, football, and touchdown? Although, to be honest with you, no mucho touchdown los Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes. Dolphins, touchdown, Barsuda.
Yes. Yes,
Sí.
there we go. Sí,
Sí.
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 Los Dolphins, basura touchdown. Basura.
Yes, Barsuda touchdown.
Basura touchdown.
Yes, see.
Basura. All right.
Sorry.
No problem. Thanks. All right. So we're gonna do like a bacon, lechuga, and tomate sandwich, and we're gonna see you next week on Lolo's Word of the Week. Take care.
All right, so we'll get into league standings really quick. And still sitting at the top, we do have Manifesting a Hairline, still clear number 1, 5-1. Then right under him, clear number 2, Dedito, 4-2.
How is this guy 5-1? How are you 5-1? You have less points than every position all the way down to 9th. How are you 5-1 in this league?
Yeah, well, to answer that question, some people worry about scoring. I worry about winning.
Can't argue that.
You heard it there first. And then from 3 to 9, I think I've said this before. This just sounds, I just keep like saying, I'm repeating myself. All at 500, 3-3, only points separating everybody. Then this time though, 10, 11, and 12 are 2-4. So it's still anybody's game in this league, folks. And that's why we love my league, because it is just a clear on race. Just to point out, 12th place, Matt Top, John Bottom. 11th place, Mr. Football. 10th place, 40 Virgins and a Sushi Dick House.
Yeah.
9th place, Straw Hat Butt Pirates. 8th place, Biting Quam's Ear. 7th place, worst name in fantasy league history,
Robbie Gold.
6th place, we have
6th place, we have OCD and B&B.
perfect, yes. Then we have 5th place, Where's Casey? 4th place, Lambo Calrissian, your boy, in case you guys forgot out there.
For now.
And then you got 3rd, yes, for now, because I'll be moving up. Then we got Alt Zaddy, 3rd place. And we already specified the clear cut 1st and 2nd. So there's the quick standings for you guys. And this shit's out just like we about to be. So before we get out of here, though, I just need to remind you guys, all of our social medias. Go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That's where you're going to see these videos from now on, is YouTube. So,
And please email the podcast anything you want to say. If you want to fuck with us, if you got suggestions, anything, email wookiesburgpod@gmail.com. That is a real email. That is a real mailbox. We have people reading that mailbox every day. Send us some stuff. Let's go.
yeah, I mean, it comes to my phone, so I have no choice but to read it every day. So, we're still waiting on your Spanish word of the week submissions. We're still waiting on your something else submissions that we've asked for before on this podcast.
Yep.
But definitely haven't got nothing from nobody. So
Yep.
just makes me feel like you guys aren't watching.
Yep. Remember to vote on to the matchups every week. Log on to the Yahoo site where the league is hosted and go to the matchups page and vote. Pick who you think is going to win each game. And we'll tally that all up and we'll have a special prize for the winner at the end of the season.
Yes, we did tell you guys that.
Yep.
So please get on
It's
that.
so special that we don't even know what it is yet. That's how special this prize is.
Yeah, that's just because we don't got faith that you guys will do it. So
Yeah.
let's see.
Yep.
Just a reminder, on Twitter, we are Wookiesburg Pod. Then on Instagram and TikTok, we are Wookiesburg_podcast. And then on YouTube, simply just search Wookiesburg Podcast. And that is Wookiesburg with a U.
Yep. WOOKIESBURG.
Perfect.
Yep. Spelling bee champ, meant for Massachusetts, baby. Fuck with your boy.
Alrighty, and almost done here. I guess before we leave, we always must thank our champ for coming on.
Yep.
Hey, bud. Thanks for having me. And to everyone in the league, I hope you got a good look at what this trophy looks like, because you'll never see it again.
Damn. Good one.
Yep. Strong words. Thanks for stopping by, champ.
Thank you. And it's time for you to take us out.
Yep. As always, we're going to take you out with Matt's tweet of the week. And on Matt's tweet of the week this week, we're going to have a special for you. We were lacking last week and did not have a submission for Matt's tweet of the week. So we're going to come with 2 Matt's tweet of the weeks to make it up for you this week. And on a day like today, folks, in 2013, we have Matt telling us in back-to-back tweets, I wish we never had to sleep. I don't sleep much, but when I do, I'm comatose. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you all next week. Tune into Wookiesburg Pod. See ya.